Oh man, Happy New Year, everybody, and Merry late Christmas, but more importantly, Happy New Year. Cheers. It's just some coffee with tequila cream in it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that shit's delicious. Tequila cream, definitely never heard of it before, but definitely a new find for the year of 2024. But anyway, hope you guys had a good New Year and a good Christmas. Today I wanted to go ahead and just, talk about some things I'm kind of ecstatic for the new year, right? And I gotta say, a lot of it has to do, unfortunately, with my skin color, right, and my tone, because that's what everyone's really on about right now, right? Diversity, inclusion, trying to make sure everyone feels represented, make sure everything has a bit of blackness in it, everything's got no whiteness in it, whatever you want to say, But I realize that this year has a lot really in store for us in cinema, right, and in TV, right? But I will say that at the end of the year, I was very shocked at how many Black Santas there were. You had David Allen Greer being Santa. You had that other DJ guy being a weird Santa. I mean, all of a sudden now, like, Santa is officially race swapped, right? So, I mean, I can't wait for the day where I go to the mall and instead of seeing like normal white Santa there's like this gangsta Santa or like this like Mexican Santa. I'm totally down because hopefully he can actually get more kids what they want because he can just steal it or like take it from somebody else versus, having to traditionally create it and make it, for the kids. I don't know. I mean, Santa's, neither here nor there. But it's just crazy that they made so many black ones, or and black representations of them. It was just kind of like, I can only imagine how it's going to be this year with Christmas films or with all these black directors wanting to reimagine stories with black people in them. One of the things that is very reminiscent of that is this new Book of Clarence movie that's supposed to be coming out, right, at the end of this month, of like a retelling of the story of of like an apostle of Jesus, a follower of Jesus, but it's not actually a follower of Jesus. It's like a black dude who like is jealous of Jesus, or he's jealous of the people that follow Jesus. So he's trying to like do it on his own, and it just so happens to work. Now, I haven't actually looked up if any of this is factual with the Book of Clarence. I don't think it's actually, obviously, really, it's not a book in the Bible, that's for sure, but it's definitely, I don't know if it's an actual real story. I think it's like, it was like a saying or something that the director, I forgot the director's name, but something that he came up with and, made for this movie. I don't know. It just seems really freaking random. It's like, all right, you have The Chosen out right now. So I guess they're just trying to capitalize on the fact that The Chosen is out. But it's like, anyway, Lakeith Stanfield being in the movie. I mean, I do like that actor. I mean, he's been in some cool stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, the movie just doesn't seem that appealing to me. And it's like, again, it's just a race swap black dude, no different than Santa, right? He's just trying to make the whole Christmas season / birth of Jesus. I'm pretty sure, I mean, if you haven't seen Black Jesus, you should definitely watch Black Jesus because it's already been, all this has been done before, but now they're taking it so serious that it's like, it's a little too much,
I don't want your money. Neither does Pops. You can't buy God's blessings. It don't work like that.
Says the man who obviously ain't got no blessing.
People, don't get this dude your money. He ripping you off.
And then we have, of course, Doctor Who, right? Doctor Who is now black. And we were all so excited. All those black fools were like, yes, new Doctor Who, and he's going to be black. But then they made him gay. And it's like, God damn it, you made him gay. And like, okay, he's black, cool. Well, why'd you have to make him gay? On BBC, the inclusion, diversity nonsense, not necessary. I'd rather have DMX be the Doctor than Nkuti Gatwa at this point. The 60th anniversary specials were crap. It was cool that they brought David Tennant back and Catherine Tate, but it just was like, what? Like the whole bi-regeneration thing? Like, are you serious? Misgendering an alien? Are you serious? Like, having Nkuti Gatwa dance in a kilt and with a bunch of dudes? You serious? Show's been going on for 60 years. 60 years. Numerous doctors. And now this is where we're at with it. So everyone that wanted a black doctor, you got your wish. But is this really the black doctor that you wanted? Is this the black doctor that we need for today? Oh God, then they have the pictures of his sonic screwdriver. It's like a fucking, it's like a TV remote. Like there's like a lot of people said like from Click. It's pretty funny. It's pretty on point actually. I was like, oh man. I get that he's probably gonna have a signature look, right? But then he's got all these wardrobes because they're like, you remember the Doctor and the TARDIS, right? They have a wardrobe, but we're actually going to utilize the wardrobe. And it's just like, the whole point of the wardrobe was that after each change, he could, wear and be a different person. And then the companions that he had, if they needed clothes to fit in or to wear for whatever reason, he would have them. It wasn't necessarily so he can just dress up fancy everywhere he goes. And so he can, literally be, different. Like, I'm just saying, they're changing so much of the show. It's so unfortunate. And it's like, I wanted there to be a Black Doctor. I did, but I didn't want this. So I am sorry for wanting too much. But yeah, all we really need is a full all-female led Star Wars movie now of black chicks. Like, if Reva hadn't been so bad, she probably would have got her own like spin-off show. Reva, the Reva Files or some shit, and she would have went around, finding other damaged, diverse, black women to join her in the fight to bring back the Republic. Like, it would have been super random, but I think I would have seen it. Excuse my throat. My throat has like been a little raspy these few days. It's just like, it's just so bad, And that's why I said, this is a dark special, right? But you gotta have light at the end of the tunnel. You have to have light at the end to, set you up for better things. And I will say, at the end of the year, right, I did watch Poor Things with Emma Stone and William Dafoe and Mark Ruffalo. And I gotta say, the movie was awesome. Definitely enjoyed it. I mean, wow, Frankenstein's monster, but reversed and regendered, because obviously it's, main character is a woman. I don't want to get into it too much, but practically, William Dafoe is a scientist, and he's had a troubled past, and he ends up finding the secret to life. And this woman who ends up, committing suicide, he ends up finding her and replacing her brain with like a baby brain, like a fresh brain, and having that brain develop, and it develops through the movie, and it's just glorious. It's awesome that, the movie starts in black and white, because that's how we see, or I think how they say we would see at birth, and then it, the color starts looking all crazy later, and just the cinematography is awesome. The score is wild. Like, the music throughout the show is wild. Kind of don't like Mark Ruffalo even more now than I did before. Really don't care if he's the Hulk anymore, because Emma Stone continuously, and I was like, and I'm like, nah, man, you do not deserve this role. But he played that character to the T. It was hilarious. It was funny, but this whole movie was just nothing but, I was shocked, but nothing but nude scenes. But apparently she's that type of person where she just doesn't mind being nude, so that's cool. But I just wasn't expecting it. So then to see her having all these scenes with Mark Ruffalo, I was like, man, you ain't even the Hulk, bruh. You are, like, weak. And granted, he doesn't get the girl at the end, so I'm actually happy, but it was a fantastic film, and honestly, I think it made best movie of 2023, which is funny because it came out literally at the end of the year. I didn't see it when it came out. I saw it like that next week or whatever. I believe it was before Christmas. Maybe it was after Christmas. I don't remember, but yeah, I definitely thought it was my favorite movie of the year, just off of, I mean, I loved Godzilla. Infinity Pool was actually that was technically my top, because David Cronenberg's son being able to just have this awesome concept. It wasn't executed as well as it could have been, but fantastic concept for a movie. I had a couple others. I ended up doing a stream on my Instagram with a friend of mine talking about the best movies of 2023, and I know I have the list somewhere here. Oh yeah, When Evil Lurks obviously was fantastic. Evil Lurks was a favorite. Sympathy for the Devil with Nicolas Cage. Oh my gosh, definitely a favorite. You must watch. And then, Fake Clone Tyrone, like random Netflix film that blew me away. I mean, hilarious. And then even, as much as Knock at the Cabin wasn't a good movie with M. Night Shyamalan, fuck, man, the book was amazing. I read the book, and the book was fantastic. I'm glad. I read two of the author that wrote that book. I read two of his books now. And I think Stephen King even said he was like one of the newest great horror writers, whatever that's worth for, if you're a fan or not of Stephen King, but if it wasn't for watching that movie, I never would have found out about the book, you know, and ended up reading the book and liking the book loads better. But yeah, you know, 2023 was definitely a wild year. And I gotta say, diversity inclusion definitely won. But I think that the pushback is going strong because it's just it's just getting nonsensical, you know, like cheers to all the YouTubers out there, Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic, you know, Hill versus Babyface, freaking Eric July, all the female led YouTubers that no one thinks exist, Chrissy Mayer, Nina Infinity, Star Wars Girl. I mean, you know, all of these people, you know, care about all of these things like myself. And it's like, you know, it's just getting a little ridiculous. And we just, you know, I think it's cool that more and more people are starting to just be like, what the heck is going on? You know, I've been waiting for a Blade movie, right? And I am pretty done with the MCU at this point. So when it does eventually come out, I don't know how I'm going to react to it because I'm probably not going to like it, but I can't wait to do a video on it. And then the game, they're supposed to make a Blade video game. Hell yeah, that's probably going to be awesome. The Blade game will probably be awesome regardless. B plus at worst, it's going to be like B plus material. And I guess that's a little too high of a hope, but I'm just saying. But yeah, 2023 was a wild year, so hope you all had a good end of it. And shit, let's just see what this year brings us, because it's gonna be wild. Anyway, this has been Ghost in the Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers. So I totally forgot, right? I forgot to discuss the American Society of Magical Negros, right? So my video will be out shortly, but I forgot to add this part because this was one of the best parts of the new year that I heard about last year, where I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. It looks pretty ridiculous, right? Everyone thought it was gonna be like a little race swapped Harry Potter, which would have been funny. I mean, I would have been down. I mean, you know, I will say I miss the scary movies, right? Scary movie, date movie, superhero movie, all those movies really need to come back because these movies are getting so serious that we gotta make fun of them again, right? So yes, the American Society of Magical Negroes sounds ridiculous, right? It's a society that tries to keep white people like happy because white people are like the scariest, apparently they're the most dangerous animals on the planet when they are afraid. So David Alan Grier plays like this Hagrid. I don't know if he's supposed to be Hagrid or Dumbledore, whichever one you would say he would be, bringing young Harry, which is this one black-white dude, mixed dude, you know, through the reins, only to find out that he's going through all this, I guess, to be with a white girl or like some light-skinned girl. So it's kind of weird, kind of random. Because it's like, wouldn't you want to get with a black chick? Like, why would you even continue with the white? Like, you know, and then it's called the American Society of Magical Negroes. So it makes you wonder if there's other societies throughout the world of these magical Negroes, like all the black Asians, you know, all the black Mexicans, all the black French. All these different factions of magical Negroes, there's, you know, if you go to the African Society of Magical Negroes, those are like the head honchos, those are all the elders, you know, the ones that have the most power because they are full black. They're like, you know, because it still has the word American in it, right? Like and you know, David Alan Grier, I love him, right? He played fucking Santa. He played a black pimp Santa in Candy Cane Lane, and now he's playing fucking black, like I said, Hagrid, Dumbledore, I don't know, whichever one you want to think he is. But it's just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that's a title. I cannot believe that is a movie title. I, like many other people, when I first saw the still and talk about it, thought it was fake, thought it was a joke. I'm like, it's not even April yet, but apparently it is very much so real. It is very much so releasing. It is very much so, you know, not a Harry Potter movie. But I feel like it's gonna be it's just gonna be a bunch of Death Eaters, just saying, like, you know, trying to make white people happy. I don't know. It's super. I can't even. It's so random. It's so random. But that was what I forgot to bring up. So just check out the video for everything else.